So here we go. We've got a full show today, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. So here we go.
Hey, Samantha.
Just give me 1 second. Put these headphones on. I'm not prepared. It's fine. I got it. Okay, we're good. Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Hey. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, Hannah, do you want to introduce yourself for everyone?
Hi, I'm Hannah Fearman, and I'm an actor.
Awesome. So, we just saw your demo reel. Do you want to kind of tell us a little bit about what we saw in that?
Yeah, I apologize for all the bad language. I forgot how much was in it.
No, it's
Um,
okay.
it's a little long too. I accidentally sent you the long one. Um, yeah, that was my reel from last year, and I tried to have everything like drama and then horror and then comedy all included within it, sort of like as a calling card kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I have separate ones for like for just comedy if they want to see more, or just drama if they want to see more.
Awesome, yeah. So do you want to kind of explain to us how you got into acting and stuff? So you've got quite a bit on that demo reel. So how did you get into doing that?
I started acting on stage when I was very, very young. I was about 3 years old, my first performance on stage,
Wow.
and I loved it, and I just never wanted to stop.
Awesome. Yeah, that's the way to go. Get in it early. Awesome. So do you want to, are there any projects you're working on currently that you kind of want to tell us about?
Oh, I'd love to, yes. Actually, I don't know if you've ever worked in independent film, but
Oh, yeah.
sometimes it takes yeah, okay, great. And sometimes it takes a very, very long time from the beginning of filming to actually get to see it. And some people don't realize that it can take years, to the point where you're kind of bored of the project before anybody else has even seen or heard of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have a few features that are about to come out. One's called Haven's End, and it's a thriller, post-apocalyptic, or no, apocalyptic thriller horror. And then a steampunk version of The Secret Garden, where I play Lily Craven. I'm really excited about that one. And another feature called Dead by Midnight, which is a horror comedy. And then just came out the trailer for Dandelion, which is a short sci-fi thriller horror that I just got through doing that I'm really excited about. And Devil 13 is a horror short that I just did, and a feature film called Saint Agatha, which is probably going to come out, I imagine, next year. It was the director of Saw, but it's a
Wow.
gory movie. It's very it's spooky, you know. And and then I wanted to mention that I have a feature drama called Hold Me, which you guys saw at the beginning of my reel, and that's a very heavy drama about palliative care, and you can watch that for free if you know how to use Google Play. Just go to holdmethemovie.com, and you can see that for free.
Awesome. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah, I will definitely go do that.
Sorry, that was kind of a lot.
No, it's okay. So are any of these films like coming out in festivals, or how is that working?
Um, yeah, they should be. I Hold Me has already been in several festivals, and
Wow.
yeah, but let me think. Yeah, I don't. I'd imagine so, since they're all indies. You know, I'd imagine they'd at least have a couple of screenings, because I believe that is a criteria before you can be picked up by Netflix. You have to
Yeah.
have been played in at least two theaters, or some number like that. Some small theater runs, so probably.
Awesome. Yeah. So, do you do anything besides acting, like producing, directing, anything like that?
I have produced, and I would like to do more of it. I actually really, really enjoy it. I've produced two short films and a music video, but I haven't been really, really pursuing it. I kind of want to just pursue acting while it's working out for me. And
Mhm.
if God forbid it ever slows down, I hope not. But if there's ever a lull, then I'll start producing more.
Awesome, yeah. So you're super, super busy right now. Do you book all of these jobs yourself, or do you like do that through an agent?
I have an agent and a manager.
Got it.
Actually, I have a few. I have one that represents me out of New York, one that represents me out of London, and one that represents or deals with me in the more local LA market.
Got it. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. So it's kind of a short interview. I apologize for that, but there is
No,
one.
it's okay.
There is one question that I do ask all of my guests that come onto the show, and that is, what would be your best piece of advice for a young actor or actress coming into this industry? I think it's really interesting to
Oh,
hear people's replies.
I think make bold choices. Um, have fun with it and make bold choices and stand out. Don't be afraid to go with your gut as far as a character, even if it's not written on the page.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's when I booked my best roles, and
Awesome.
that's when I've gotten it. So they'll remember you, even if you don't book that role. They'll remember you. Oh, you're the one that did that weird different thing. She's good for that. Now we know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, be polite to everybody. Absolutely everybody. And oh, I forgot to plug one more TV pilot that I'm about to do, which is the people that introduced me to you, is the pilot Shay that we're going to do
Oh,
in
yeah,
November. Yeah, which I'm super excited about, which is going to be a cowgirl,
yeah.
um,
Ooh.
almost all female cast cowgirl movie, which is really exciting.
Wow, yeah. I've heard a lot about that.
I know, it's going to be great. Are you in it? How did you know about it?
I work with David, the guy who's producing it.
Cool.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I've yet to meet David, and I've chatted to Grace May on the
Uh-huh.
phone, but I haven't met anybody yet, so I'm
Oh,
really
yeah.
stoked. But I do know a lot of the kids that are cast in it,
Mm-hmm.
because she asked for recommendations for people that I've worked with before.
Awesome. Yeah, they've got a good little crew, so you're gonna have a fun time working on that set.
Oh, I know. I'm so stoked. I've always wanted to do a western.
Mm-hmm.
I love westerns. I love Silverado. Have you ever seen Silverado?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You have? Oh,
Yeah.
good, because nobody under 20 that I know of like knows what I'm
Oh yeah. I love old movies like that.
Oh, it's not that old, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but like older than my time.
I know it's old. It was like I think the
The
80s
80s,
maybe when
yeah.
it came out.
Pretty sure like
Yeah,
late 70s, early 80s.
yeah. I think maybe late 70s, like when Kevin Costner was super super hot back then. I loved that movie, and ever since that movie, I've always wanted to do a western. It's not your classic western. It's
Oh
tongue in
yeah.
cheek and silly, but I love it.
Awesome, yeah. I'd love to hear more about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I'm really excited. So, are you going to be there with us on set in November, I
Um,
believe?
I'm gonna try to be there.
Okay.
It's a little far from home, so
Yeah. Farther for me, but yeah, I understand.
yeah. Well, thank you so much, Hannah, for coming on the show today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's lovely to meet you, and I
Awesome.
hope we get some.
Oh yeah. So is there any social media or anywhere that we can find you and keep up with your work?
Oh yeah, that'd be great. I am on Facebook. My name is Hannah Rose Stearman. I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram and Twitter. Instagram, I'm Hannah Fierman. Twitter, I'm Hannah Rose Firm because I couldn't get my whole name. And I have a website, hannahfierman.com, if you're interested, and of course my IMDb. I always love it when I get lots of hits there. That's it. So friend me.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right. Bye.
Bye. Have a nice rest of the day.
Welcome back, Cloris. First you see me in the grass, dressed in yellow gay. Next I am in dainty white. Then I fly away. What am I? I wonder how long it will take to dissect you.
She was torn apart. Now she's the one taking heart longer in her next sure star. It's the heart out. She plays the game. Spreads her emptiness. Go to hell indeed.
Hey guys, welcome back to Slate Me. I'm your host Samantha here, and this is Israel Luna.
Hi.
And
Which
he
camera?
has
This one?
Yeah,
Oh.
the first one right here.
Hi.
And he has a PSA for all of you, so I'm just going to let him go at it because he's got a show of his own. He knows what he's doing.
My PSA is don't do drugs because you have to think of the children.
Hypocrite.
I am here to give away 2 free tickets to Monday evening's screening of Kicking Zombie Ass for Jesus and The Devil's Chain and Lesbian Strippers from Hell. It's going to be a family evening.
Yeah, I'm going.
Are
I'll
you?
be there, yeah.
And why are you going? Who are you looking forward to seeing?
Willem Belly with an I.
Belli.
Belli.
Yeah.
Is it?
Belli.
You know what? I'm not even a true fan anymore. It's fine.
You can say Belly.
But listen. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I hope he doesn't see this, but she's great.
When I told Samantha that Willem was going to be here,
I
she
actually did a
started
little
crying.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, started crying. So the way we're going to give these away is, okay, I have a link from the YouTube page onto my Facebook page. So go to my Facebook. If you're not my friend on Facebook, I don't know what to tell you. I apologize. Maybe on yours. I don't know how we're going to keep track of this, but we'll figure it out. And I'm just going to ask a trivia question, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Does that work?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Just go for it.
Yeah. So I guess, let's see. My question is going to be, this film is not a sequel, but it's a companion piece to what film that I also wrote and directed? So
Shannon knows the answer.
So whoever answers on Facebook, if possible, I guess. We have those capabilities, right? Oh yeah, some people are watching. So yeah, if you can say the title of the film that the Kicking Zombie Ass for Jesus is the companion piece to, you get these 2 free tickets to go see the film Monday night at the Texas Theater at 7:30.
But if they don't win these free tickets, how can they purchase these tickets to be there anyways?
Ooh, good question. Look at you interviewing. You can go to lalunaentertainment.com to purchase the tickets. They are $10 each, but it's free if, do you know?
You dress up like a zombie.
Yeah.
See, I'm smart. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you do your research before you do your interviews.
Woo!
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead and go to my Facebook page or comment even on, I guess, the YouTube page. They can comment, right? Can they comment live? Oh.
Yeah, you can do live comments.
All right, so I'm here on the show, on the page. I need to turn this down.
I can see myself. Anxiety attack.
Yeah, so how should we do it? I guess we'll just wait for people to respond, and the moment somebody does, we'll contact you to get these tickets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yes. I highly recommend you be there because these are some really high quality films that I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Thank you very much.
He's a great guy.
I paid her to say that, but she says it very convincingly.
You're welcome. That's my job.
And you have a lot of guests today. I don't know how you can squeeze this all in. Oh my God.
I'm not sure, but I bet we should wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Yes, lalunaentertainment.com. Get these tickets. Come see us on Monday.
And you're going to be there. Oh, and before I go, I have something. Samantha, for letting me be on your show to promote my film, I am giving you 4 tickets.
4 tickets?
To the movie.
I can give one to my best friend.
Yes, you may.
Thanks, Israel.
You're very welcome.
Awesome, yes, thank you so much.
And,
I'm really looking forward to being there.
Yay, and I can't wait to introduce you to Willem to see your face.
I'm so excited. Okay, I'll see y'all guys in a second, but thank you so much, Israel.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
I thought God loved everybody.
He does. It's just not everybody loves God.
This is definitely the place to be as we're here celebrating the release of a brand new pill called Anteria that's changing history as we know it.
This magic pill generates lymphocytes, which are the cells in the body's immune system. Unlike other medications, this super drug boosts these cells until the body becomes immune to all viral infectious diseases. That includes the human cold, the flu, rabies, polio, and HIV/AIDS, just to name a few.
It's being called everything from a miracle pill to a curse.
Now, this has generated a great deal of controversy, including complaints from major pharmaceutical corporations, as well as religious groups like this one. Why are you here tonight?
This pill is an abomination. The Lord chose for AIDS to exist.
He brought it into the world as a curse to eliminate the homosexuals.
The entire country is celebrating, and no community is partying harder than the gay community right here in Cedar Springs tonight.
Your hate is going to take you to hell. That pill came from God for everybody. You're the abomination that needs to be destroyed.
So, what's your name, honey?
I'm Braden Levy.
So, you're the one responsible for this entire celebration, so tell us about it.
Yes, so when the release of the pill was announced, I thought that just taking it was too anticlimactic. I mean, this is a huge moment. So I decided to create a Facebook page to have everyone take the pill at the same time at midnight and make it a big event. I had no idea it was going to be this huge.
AIDS was created for God to eliminate homosexuality.
Take your brother something to somebody who cares.
Kill it, man. Kill it.
Believing in God, it takes more than that.
Buddhists don't believe.
God's rules, God made the rules, not man. Homosexuality, it says thou shalt not commit adultery. You know what that means? All sex outside of marriage is a sin.
Hey guys, welcome back to Slate Me. I'm your host Samantha here, and we're gonna just jump right into our next segment. And this is my guest Cash. Hi Cash, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, Samantha. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Oh, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, it's an honor. Thank you.
Awesome. So, how's your day? How's your day been?
You know, it's been a very productive day. Actually, right after this, it was actually perfect timing that you booked me for this interview, because I just found out a week ago that the launch for our web series Before I Got Famous is happening tonight, and it'll be out on Reverie tomorrow.
Awesome. Yeah. So, do you want to kind of tell us a little bit more about that while we're on the subject?
Definitely. It's we shot this about 2 years ago. It stars Anthony Ma, and he plays a kid. He moves here from China, and he's trying to make it as an actor, and he keeps falling into every bad LA cliche you can think of. And it's a very I mean, it's funny, and I play this ruthless director named Braft. I mean, even just some of the stuff I say to him, like I can't even repeat it, but we had a good time. The cast was awesome. It was an official selection, and it premiered there, and we had our premiere at the Santa Monica Laemmle Theater at the beginning of the summer.
Awesome. Yeah, that's super, super exciting.
Yeah, and the cast was great, and it was actually unreal, because we the first screening we had downtown, I had just signed with a new agent, and then it turned out that was Anthony's agent, so it was just one of those things, like, meant to be, you know?
Yeah, right place at the right time.
Definitely.
So, I guess, do you want to tell us a little bit more about like what you do in this industry, like acting and producing and stuff?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, well, you know, I started making films when I was a kid. You know, me and my friends would just take my dad's camera, and we were just always creating and recreating scenes from our favorite movies, and what I wanted to do. When I was, I booked a secret deodorant commercial with Joe Pitka. It was great. It was like, I did the audition. It was like my last, I did my last final in high school, and I got out, and I got the call, like, Cash, you booked it. And I was like, great. So it was, yeah, that's around that time when I was a teenager it started. And lately I've been writing, producing, directing. What else? Just, I started with Cynthia Posner a few years ago. She was my manager before she became a producer full-time, and she's developing her own series right now, and we still have a few other projects. Jack and Cocaine was the first one. I don't know if you saw that. It's available on Vimeo right now. I'm the title role. I play Jack. And what else? And then and she also did Undateable John. She wrote it, produced it. That's the Shannon Doherty movie that's due to come out later this year.
Awesome. You're super busy, aren't you?
It's been a very busy year, and it's I just gotta say, just so many of the people that I've met the past 2 years, especially. I've just really just seen the possibilities, and just even because I go to festivals, I love networking, I love meeting new people, or if I'm it's like I like to go to movies. I like to support the artist. And then when it's, when I have a chance to meet someone that I admire, and then there's a possibility to work with them or collaborate on something, it's just, it's just such a rush and a high. And you're like, yeah, let's do this and let's get creative and create content.
Awesome. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
And then we also have a web series that Cynthia. Yeah, well, go ahead.
Yeah, so do you want to tell us a little bit more about that web series? I believe it's called Another Blackout, right?
It is a black, yeah. Cynthia did, he came up with the idea. I'm a Jack, she keeps writing me as Jack.
That's her stage name.
That's my stage name. I'm not Cash, I'm Jack. But it was just this interesting concept. She was like, let's do it. You're just this kind of average guy, and then you have this alter ego at night when you party, and then it just turned into like this hangover series. So we did the first one with Catherine Bayless, who's a dear friend of mine. She's on the show VH1's Hit the Floor, and we just had a good time. We shoot those with our iPhone, and we do it usually in Beverly Hills. And then the follow up was with my good friend Krista Collins. She's the singer of the Woolly Bandit. She was on the X Factor. Great singer. She's been doing stand-up comedy at the Comedy Bar. And so she's the girl in the follow-up. And that's actually been cool too, because people have like reached out, or even at festivals, they've seen it and they're like, oh, I have an idea for one. Let's do something. So, I'm open to new ideas.
Awesome, yeah. So are you booking these jobs yourself, or like you doing this through an agent, or do you currently have a manager? Like, how are you doing that?
Yeah, I do have a manager and I have an agent. I'm with Elevate. That's the same one as Anthony Ma. And I actually been submitting me a lot. I've had some good auditions, and you go in and like before I got famous was definitely something I walked into, and I think it was the second round. They were like, okay, we want you to play Braft, and I was, oh, there it is, As in Kevin. Yep, we had that premiere too last week. That was another fun role.
Yeah, do you want to tell us a little bit more about As in Kevin?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, that one I booked Summer Moore, the writer producer. She saw my reel and said, I want you to play Van, and it's a very cute movie. It's very fun about Tinder dating, and I play Van. He's the character's an animal. He's like I'm on the girls at work, then I take one of the girls on a date, and I'm Tindering while I'm on the date, and so he's out of control. But it's
a tool.
Fun roles. A total tool. What's up, ladies? Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's always the funnest kind of thing. So since you're working on several projects at one time, how do you like handle that? Like, do you do acting classes and that kind of thing? Like,
yeah, I do go to different workshops. I think everyone needs to find what works for them, and there's different ways that I go about approaching the material. But I find like each job I go into, it's I just approach it in a with a different attitude, because it's you go in and it's like I like to meet the people I'm working with, and honestly, I've just had nothing but the best times, because like I went on to As in Kevin and I saw the call sheet, and it's funny because I knew some of the actors. Like we were going to a lot of the same events. Like there's this Comic-Con event, and that's how I met Justin Cervillo, who's Summer's brother in the web series. And we were just kind of like, it's like that moment, like we were following each other on social media, and then we were on set together, like, well, you're that guy, and then we just we clicked and we hit it off,
Awesome, yeah, that's the way to go. Awesome. Well, I gotta cut this interview a little, take it on the downhill spiral. But there is one question that I ask every guest that comes on my show at the end of every interview. And that is, what would be your best piece of advice that you could give to a young actor or actress coming into this business? And I love hearing everybody's different point of view. So what would be your best piece of advice?
Be very passionate about what you do and surround yourself with creative people who inspire you. I myself, it's, especially when you're in LA, it's very hard to kind of get down on yourself, like, oh, the opportunities aren't coming. But we live in like such a great time right now where, I don't have to tell you this, I'm very familiar with your work, and I really admire what you do, Samantha.
Thank you so much.
On the show. And, I just feel like it's a time so many young people just pick up cameras and create content. And there's so many festivals, and there's so much ways to, my attitude is, if nothing's calling me right now, I'm going to create my own content. And, and it's just, we live in a time where we can do that. There's so many festivals. There's so many good ways to be creative. And then ultimately too, it's really the people that you surround yourself with. I've noticed. I mean, I've been happier than ever the last 3 years with all the this new network of friends I have. I feel like we all inspire each other, and we're able to, it's that passion when you're one-on-one with somebody, and just like, it's like, you get an idea, then they feed off of your idea, and we're like, yes, we're like all in a room. It's a team effort, and we're making something great.
Mm-hmm. For sure, I definitely agree. Awesome, yeah. So just spread the positive vibes,
Definitely, just get up, do it, be positive, and it's fun. It's there's a lot of hard work goes into it, but it should be fun. And every set and every time I'm like on a set and I'm working with someone or even meeting someone new who's creative and we click, it's magic.
Oh, it is definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy meeting other passionate filmmakers, because if you don't love it, you're not gonna do good. You're not gonna make good content. You gotta love the art, and you gotta appreciate the art for sure.
Exactly, and like I said, be passionate about what you're doing, love it, and give it your all. And I feel like when you meet those people that inspire you, it's like you're able to do your best work. And I mean, I definitely work well off of the people that I've had nothing but good experiences with everybody I've worked with, and I've had a great relationship with them, and it's ultimately those people that bring the best out of me.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. Surround yourself with the good people.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Cash, for coming on the show today.
Samantha, thank you so much for having me. I mean, anytime, I'd love to do this again, and hopefully we get a chance to work together in the future. And I'm really proud of you and what you've done, and just keep it up. I love what you're doing.
Thank you so much. So is there any social media or anywhere that we can find you and keep up with your work and spread the positive vibes?
Oh, absolutely. I spell my name with a K, so it's Kash. My last name is Hov as in Victor, EY. And I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, Facebook. I love connecting with new artists, and I'm really good about getting back to people, and I'm all over LA. We'll do in the launch tonight, and then it's been a great summer and a good year.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
I will definitely be keeping in touch. So have a great rest of the night. Have a good time tonight, and keep up the good work.
You too, Samantha. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Kenzie's deleting her profile.
Because she's too picky.
What are you looking for in a guy?
Chivalrous, intelligent, funny.
Channing Tatum, actually. Can you find him on there for her?
I just want someone nice.
Let me show you ladies how it's done.
So, you like all of those?
It's a numbers game. Eventually want to like me back. Try to get it in, then I'm on to the next one.
I just want to get married and have a family.
And I just want to get laid. You see our dilemma here?
I miss you.
Of course you did. So that's that.
Yeah.
Is this what you do when I'm out of town?
No, babe. This isn't happening.
This isn't happening. I just saw you eating out your whore in my kitchen. What? I am not a whore. Who are you? Wait, you've been sleeping with her for a year? What the fuck, you bitch! What?
Who the fuck are you? I'm her boyfriend. She's my girlfriend.
That's it. You just gotta get out. Get the fuck out of my house. No! Show them. Wow. Thank you so much.
Oh, of course. No trouble. My pleasure.
Are you that guy from this morning at all?
first job would be great.
Well, you know what? That problem is solved. I mean, I'm like the guy running the show. He's like, just, you know, he doesn't know anything without me. And I told him about you, and he's like, she's the girl. You're in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do, and you need to tell me everything right the fuck now.
I did it for you. I had to.
Did it? What for me?
Make him believe he was your father. You would have had nothing.
Mom, I have nothing now, okay? What difference does it make whether it was then or now? You took it all away from me.
You just can't find that last little fucker right there, that missing piece. That is me, okay? That is where I fit, and you can't find me. I'm that piece that does not fucking fit anywhere.
Hey, me too, okay? But I'm making...
What you think? It ain't the fucking 1990s. Don't speak for art house shit. It's bullshit. Fucking Transformers and all that kind of animated. I understand. Dude, that is the angle. I mean, that is like true love shit right there. Do you know it's not Forever 27? It's not like some fucking retail store in the Beverly Center. Okay, it is the 20 fucking 7 Club. And yes, it started with Brian fucking Jones. Fucking educate me.
Well, I can get on board with the sweats and the cuddling, but you know, the smell of nail polish really bothers me.
Seriously?
It's not paint your nose when I'm around.
So what if we ever get married?
We've been going out for a month. What are you saying? You're not gonna marry me just because I don't like the smell of your nail polish? Seriously?
So you think it's gonna work?
Oh yeah, it's gonna work.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sleep Me. I'm your host Samantha here, and this is my next guest, Talisa. Do you want to introduce yourself for us all?
Hey guys, my name is Talisa Kyle. I am a makeup artist based here in Dallas. I do special effects as well as beauty.
Wow. So how did you get started in that?
So I was that little girl that when I was like 5, I would go get my mom's makeup and then get in trouble for it.
So Didn't learn your lesson.
No, I continued to play in makeup even when I wasn't supposed to, and then started doing it on other people. And then in the last, I would say like 4 years, I started doing special effects, which is really fun because I can make people look real gross. You know?
Real gross?
Yeah, real gross.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Zombies. Yes. Slit
Yeah.
throats, you know, some crazy stuff.
Awesome, yeah. So do you have like, you know, a degree in that? Did you go to school? Like, what'd you do?
So I actually do not have a degree in that.
Wow.
I
Cool.
do have some like actual formal training. So I went through a couple different makeup courses here in the Dallas area, and then I do work for Paul Mitchell in Dallas. So I have been certified to teach through Ultimate Face Cosmetics. So I do have some formal training, but no degree. I do actually plan on getting a license next year in aesthetics or cosmetology. I haven't decided which one yet. One's a little bit more expensive than the other, so we shall see. But yeah, so kind of my background.
So did you start doing like, you know, beauty makeup and like brides and that kind of work? How did you get do the little...
The transition?
Yeah, the transition into film.
So I guess it was like 4 years ago. I came to a mixer here and got introduced to some people. Michael Green actually introduced me to Chaz Buchanan. And
He was on the show a couple weeks ago.
He was. And I actually, the first film I ever did was Chaz Buchanan's Cancer Dancer. So that was the first time on set. And that was a lot of special effects. And so I kind of got thrown in and just kind of learned as I went. And so now that I look back at those photos, I'm like, oh, that was horrible.
Girl.
But now it's like, you know, you got to start somewhere, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then you grow. And so my work has gotten much better, but I continue to practice, even offset on myself, on my kids, you know, whoever I can get my hands on. I turn them, like I just beat them up with makeup, of course. No assaulting anyone, guys.
No children were harmed.
No,
in the making
absolutely.
of
Don't call
this.
CPS. It's just makeup. And so yeah, just continuing to practice.
Awesome, yeah. So how did you go about like building a kit? Are there like some like little things that you would recommend to start with that?
So I built my kit piece by piece. It's expensive. I would probably total the amount of makeup I have in my kit at this point about probably $8,000 to $10,000 to include special effects as well as beauty. So that is why when many people ask, we do charge for makeup, because makeup is very expensive. But luckily, as I started getting into it, I caught a sale with Napoleon. They were leaving Ulta and Sephora, and everything was like clearance price was like 75% off. So like I literally stocked. I probably spent about $500 just on Napoleon. And then as I've continued to grow, like I've just built my kit kind of piece by piece and adding more and more stuff to it, and it just gets bigger.
Awesome, yeah.
Now more makeup I know what to do with.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So I know this is kind of like making you choose between like your children, but do you prefer doing beauty makeup or special effects?
I think I honestly, I love them both. I have a passion for both. But if I had to choose between the two, I would probably choose special effects for a couple of different reasons. For one, it's just fun to creep people out. Like, I love being able to transform you. And, like, the biggest compliment for me is when someone's like, oh my God, that looks so real. Love it. Like, I'm like, done. Like, if you tell me, ooh, that's so gross, I've done my job.
I've done my job, right?
I've done my job. Like,
I killed
typically when people are like, don't compliment, that's not typically a compliment. For me, it's a great compliment. So
Ew.
That's probably my favorite. I also like it because I feel like there is a lot of room to grow in that area. There's so much you can do. Like right now, I just started playing with a different product. Like I'm really looking forward to getting into like casting and moldings and starting to do more and more in that aspect and getting to like full body. Like I want to do the type of makeup that you see on Face Off, that you see in Hollywood, like the full, like I don't even want you to like recognize Sammy. Like I just want you to be a monster.
Yeah, kind of like what they did for like the Avatar movie.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
That kind of thing.
Body painting.
Awesome, yeah.
So like I just love, like I love it all. So I can do it all. I do beauty, I do fashion shows, I do weddings, I do homecomings and proms, and I do it all. But I really love film, and film calls a lot of times for special effects.
Oh yeah,
so I love to be on set.
Awesome, yeah. So how would you recommend for like people that are wanting to make the transition from just doing makeup to coming into film? Like how do you recommend making that transition?
So the biggest thing that I can say is, one, you definitely want to network. Networking is huge. I don't care if you're in Dallas or if you're in another city, like no matter where you are, networking. So mixers, adding yourself to Facebook groups, looking at casting calls, going to Texas Short Films, going to the Dallas Film Society, going to all of those websites, and then building your portfolio is huge. Like, I'll be honest, when I first started film, didn't get paid, right? Like, I put in my work. And did it suck? Because at the end of the day, I was losing money because I'm spending the money on the makeup, and then I'm doing work for free. Yes, but at the same time, I would never have gotten where I am now if I wouldn't have put that work in. So if someone's in it to get rich quick, doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
It's
It's a slow process, absolutely. But, if you put the time and the investment in, the money comes. And if you're really doing it for the right reason, that won't even matter. Like, I do it because it's a passion. And now, do I make money? Yes. But I've also been in this for a moment.
For four years.
And I've done lots of films. I stay busy.
Oh, yeah. That's the way to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome, yeah. So there is one question that I ask on my show every guest. And that is, what is your best piece of advice for someone coming in coming in to be a makeup artist? What would be your best piece of advice for them coming into this?
I think the best piece of advice I can give you is have fun. It's like, you can't take yourself too seriously. Makeup is not permanent. So if you do something and it's not what the director's wanting, or it's not what the client has specifically had in mind, wipe it off. It comes off. It's not permanent, right?
Like it's not at the end of the day.
Take it off. Have fun with it, but then also at the time, just my thing is to continue to grow, continue to practice, continue to watch. Like, I still watch YouTube tutorials. I still make sure that I'm trying to grow my craft and practice. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just making sure that you continue to do so.
Oh yeah.
That way you can just continue to get better and better, because I'm still trying to get better and better. Like, I don't know it all yet.
Oh yeah, you just learn something every single day.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Lisa.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
is there any like social media or anywhere we can contact you to like,
Yes. So there's a couple ways to reach me if you're wanting to. First way, I do have a Facebook. You'll just find me under Talisa Kyle. So it's TELISA KYLE. I'm also on Instagram under Fiercely Flawless MUA. And I also have my own website, which is fiercelyflawlessmua.com. You can connect with me in any of those 3 areas, and I do respond very quickly.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
I had fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I personally work with Talisa a lot, and
we've worked a couple of times
she's
together.
A plus.
Thank you.
plus.
Sarah's
So
pretty
good.
A plus herself.
Well, thank you so much, and I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day.
Yeah, absolutely, love. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, I will see y'all guys in just a second.
Bye.
This Slate Me Music segment is brought to you by the multi-Grammy Award-winning Blue Cat Studios, located in the King William District of San Antonio, and by Hohner Instruments, a music tradition since 1857, and by H. Jimenez Guitars, tradition with innovation.
It's a new day, a new time. I've worked too hard to let these jealous cowards take what's mine. Been on my hustle since I started on the block with dimes. Still don't give a damn what they do or say, cause I'm on my grind. I'm moving forward in the game, refuse to fall behind. You got a problem with me, homie, you better fall in line. I know I'm pretty, but don't mistake me for no Calvin Klein. Run up on me, homie, I charge that ass up like an alkaline. I had to get educated, no one showed me the ropes. The ones that claim they're there to help try to pocket my dough. Now I profit alone, I won't stop that I'm on. If there's no money in my pocket, I'm hitting the block with zones. Cause I'ma find a way, even if I never find my place. Get hot and grind today, not thinking about the toll it takes. My mind is full of broken dreams for my soul to face. Man, I'm just trying to make it through another day.
I'm sick of fighting, so I'm praying for a new day. Sometimes it's like I'm digging myself deeper in my own grave. But I still claim to be more than insecurity. I'd never trade ambition for your shallow life of luxury. I promise haters gonna see me in a new way.
We're all forced to grind, but we're living confused. Mama's doing the best she can, but she just ain't coming through. Desperate times, twisted mind in need of money and food. I lace my shoes and hit the avenue, that's all I could do. Trying to come up at a time between the old and the new. Don't know who's out to get you, so I don't fuck with no crew. Maintain a rude attitude, pouring my drink by the deuce. Only focused on this business and my checks coming through. I love the thrill of the hustle, put all my heart in my craft. This really is my life, not just some ignorant rap. Scale it up, seal it up, and throw that shit in the stash. Get pulled over by police, I just look at them and laugh. Homies charged me to get in, now I'm running the show. I ain't fucking with nobody, I'm just minding my own. That's how I handle my business, why I be grinding so strong. So stay the fuck up out my way, man, just leave me alone.
I'm sick of fighting, so I'm praying for a new day. Sometimes it's like I'm digging myself deeper in my own grave. But I still claim to be more than insecurity. I'd never trade ambition for your shallow life of luxury. I promise haters gonna see me in a new way.
I've been working hard in these streets since I got my start in these streets. Hustling my drugs and CDs, anything to earn me some cheap. I put in work so I eat, my eyes they hurt cause I don't sleep. Keep every business low key, no one knows my strategy but me. I'm riding clean till it's over, promethazine in my soda. Trunk banging, mean chief and dozer, that's how I play it, be coasting. When it comes to the hustle, I'm on it. If a hater touch me, I'll fold him. Not just beat him down and stomp him out, but leave every piece of him broken. And every piece of me potent, solid to the cold and they know it. Real homies recognize, even older women be scoping. I'm pointing with game and I'm growing, staying in my lane and I'm rolling. Ain't nothing fucking with my hustle, every day I be on it. No time to play with opponents, I meditate and stay focused. I strictly stay about my bread, hand me my pay and keep strolling. Used to tell me I wasn't shit, now it's hey how's it going? You can all go fuck yourselves, y'all did me wrong and y'all know it.
I'm sick of fighting, so I'm praying for a new day. Sometimes it's like I'm digging myself deeper in my own grave. But I still claim to be more than insecurity. I'd never trade ambition for your shallow life of luxury. I promise haters gonna see me in a new way.
Welcome back to Slate Me. I'm your host Samantha here. This is Jake O'Neill, and that was some verses he spit earlier. I hope you liked them. Do you want to kind of tell us about what you do, Jake?
Most definitely. I produce music as well as and I also I rap, and I also do film and video production, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So you wrote those? Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote, I produced, and I made everything from scratch. So I made the beat. I also wrote everything, and I recorded everything myself.
Awesome. Like, how'd you do that?
Really, it just kind of started like I started learning how to do it when I was like 15. I started out with GarageBand, and I had like a little MIDI setup, like a little keyboard, and I learned how to make beats and just use like their basic little sample sounds that they had. And I also learned how to record everything like on the computer with a USB mic, and
awesome.
That's how I record all my vocals.
Awesome. Yeah. So how did you start trying to make a career out of that?
Well, I really started out with the video production first because I took a class in high school, and I've been doing it since 9th grade. So I just started out with that, and I started rapping when I was about 15, and just thought that I would learn how to like make all the beats and everything myself. Yeah. So I just started producing everything, learning how to keep everything in the correct like key signature, and like hit the right notes and make sure that notes don't clash and everything. And basically I just went from there and just I guess turned it into what it is today.
Oh yeah.
Just kept progressing, just never stopped. So.
How are you putting that out there? Like, are you doing SoundCloud? Like,
as of right now, I don't have anything out. I'm about to come out with a EP called New Day, September 15th. It will be out. It will be out on iTunes, SoundCloud, pretty much everything. But it will not be free. You will have to pay for it.
You know, that's fair. You know?
it's
I can get down with that.
Yeah, it's direct business, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I do want to tell y'all guys that Jake is not only an artist, he is a cinematographer. So on September 14th, he's coming back on the show to kind of tell us a little bit more about that, because that's actually how I met Jake. Is you were working second camera on a film that we were working on.
Yeah.
So just want to put that out there. So we'll talk about that kind of stuff on September 14th. But I was told to ask you about your lovely shirt.
Oh, the wood grain?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to Wood Grain. Shout out to the homie Rob G. We actually had a show last night. I was supposed to perform. I was headlining, but it got shut down like halfway through because the RBC they started tripping on the homie Rob. They wouldn't let him sell his stuff. He was making more money than they were making at the bar, and they got kind of salty. So
they kicked him out.
Yeah, they're hustle hating. So
Whoa.
But everybody held it down. As soon as Rob was out, we were all out. So.
So were y'all planning on like doing another?
Oh yeah, we keep the events going. We got another one coming up in September. We don't know an exact date yet because we don't necessarily have the venue booked, but we got a couple of venues that we're talking to.
Awesome,
so should be coming up in September.
Perfect. So is there anywhere we can keep up with that? Put that out there so we can keep up with that date.
You can follow Rob on
Hi Rob.
Wood Grain Co. on Instagram, and you can also follow me on Jake O'Neill Digital Media on Instagram.
Ooh.
And you can keep up with all the latest news articles and everything that we have going on. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Awesome. So I guess that concludes this interview. But there's one question that I ask every guest that ever comes on the show, and that is, what would be your best piece of advice for young artists coming into this industry? What would be your best piece of advice to give,
Well, as far as music, as far as film, as far as being an artist, anything that you do, any artist that is coming up, I would definitely recommend that you learn how to do everything yourself, and you produce everything in-house, and you learn how to perfect your craft, because as soon as you become a craftsman, and as soon as you perfect it, then there's really nothing that can stand in your way, and you'll be able to pretty much either get a job anywhere or even create your own job. So.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah,
I live by that.
So really, just just learn one craft, stick to it, become an expert in it, and then maybe branch out, learn a couple other crafts to kind of go along with it.
Awesome, yeah. Well, thank you so much, Jake, for coming on the show today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, and I'll see you again on September 14th. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap the show up while Jake's sitting here, but we have a show called Slate Me every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And I will see y'all guys next week. So I want to thank all of my guests for coming onto the show today, including Jake. He's a trooper. He actually has a broken nose, and he's still pushing through, still, going hard at it. So thank you guys so much for coming on the show, and thank you guys for watching. I couldn't do it without you. And I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye.
Peace.